Brainstorming and sharing ideas is the funnest part of the creative process. We decided to skip the boring part of actually making stuff and just do the fun part. I'm your host, Tom Walma,
I'm Rye Gray.
I'm Greg Brown.
and this is Creativity Wasted. Okay, you ready with an idea, Rye?
Yeah, mine's not funny.
Okay,
I haven't had a lot of ideas. I just wonder why we don't have to have basically insurance and driver's ed for owning a gun. Not like a 6-week gun safety course where you take a test, you do a thing at the shooting range, and then you have to insure every gun you own, just like it's a car.
Like over and over again?
Yeah, like every year. Yeah. Like just like owning a car. I mean, which can kill somebody, right? It's a deadly weapon. I just feel like it'd be a good way to raise money for the state and a good compromise for gun control. I don't know.
It'd be too much gun control because they become even more deadlier.
Why would they become more deadlier? Because of insurance, or
because they keep taking the test, they keep getting better,
better shots.
Yeah, well, I'm more concerned with the safety aspect of it and properly storing a gun and how to prevent accidents, all that stuff.
I hear they do that in Sweden.
Do they do that in Sweden? They should. It's a good idea.
So you do have to do it once, you have to take
just like you would driver's ed. Whenever you're old enough, whatever age it is, I think it's I know there's hunter safety, but something more in depth specifically about owning a gun. And you should have to take the test and get a license, just like you do a car. And you should have to retest every so often, at least your eyesight and stuff like that, right?
Your sanity.
Yeah.
Your sanity. I wish they had a sanity test, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Stare at the ink blocks, tell them what you see. If anything weird comes up. Oh, not like that. You can't screen for that, but you can at least make people carry insurance, so when accidents do happen, there's payouts, and I don't know. It's just one more step.
I got that Glock Insurance A. It's a high deductible.
So here's what you do. If they want to have the gun, you stick them in a room, you force them to get drunk, and then somebody comes in and yells at them. And if they're able to be drunk and not shoot somebody with the gun, then they can keep the gun.
That's great. And you can do that with a 12-year-old. It's fine. Weed them out early. Drunk. That's what I say. Who's going in to yell and possibly get shot?
I don't know. You could, maybe that's what we use the robots for, like the Tesla bots.
The Optimus.
Or, I don't know, TikTokers who want to get famous.
Yeah, let's analyze that though. But so they should have a gun safe and stuff like that, or what extra things?
Well, I'm okay, say you have your basic handgun or whatever, your basic hunting rifle. I'm saying really low insurance costs for those, the same as if you're driving your basic family car, right? And then the more complicated the gun is, the more expensive the insurance would be. If you have a AK-47, you should have to carry a different kind of insurance than if you have a handgun at home. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What if they make it gas? You can just go to a drive-by and get extra bullets, just like a car. Just like a car, because if you have gun insurance, then you can
if we're treating it like a car, do you just go fill up at the filling station? I get you. I don't know.
Yeah. So I mentioned earlier, I had a gun idea that we can addendum to this. My idea was mass shooting gun tax. So if there's a mass shooting in your state or even in the country, they would raise the tax for a certain amount of time, maybe raise it a little bit federally and a little bit state-wise, and then a few years goes by, there's no more mass shootings, they lower the tax. So they'd have to come up with some sort of formula, but you might think twice about closing the insane asylum and letting everybody roam free if it could cause gun prices to go up in your state because of the mass shooting gun tax. There might be some sort of incentive to rein in some of the incompetent government stuff that lets crazy people out and lets people with 79 felonies in and out of prison, and like the gun guys might close those government loopholes.
But I don't think anybody would be able to like live in Florida then. Their taxes would be through the roof.
Yeah, you'd have to cap it, because if you make it
cap it.
Yeah, cap it.
Well, in Florida, if they go a month without a mass shooting, then it would have to reduce faster there.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, if the tax was too high, everybody would just go illegal. Like people were saying that for the new Michigan 40% pot tax, marijuana tax, that it might lead to just underground weed. But yeah, that was my gun related idea, was the mass shooting gun tax.
The same principles, like finding a financial way to slow people down with their guns, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have any answers. I just think people should have to have insurance.
I feel like that would lead to more like unloaded gun violence. Like you just see people chucking each other with like empty guns. It's like, I got the license for it, bro. I just had an injury. I'm not gonna shoot you though.
Right.
Each other with empty guns.
Haven't met my deductible yet. Exactly. A lot more pistol whippings.
So the insurance payout goes to the person you shot?
Yeah, I would think. Yeah.
I think so.
Any medical bills or whatever, pain and suffering, yeah. And then your insurance would go up, the same as like if you had an accident with a car, or if you like, let's say you shoot yourself in the foot, like the payout's going to go to you, so you can cover your medical bills, but then your insurance would go up if you're having accidents. Ideally, no one should ever have an accident. And like if it's a collectible gun, like an antique gun, there would be a different set of insurance for that, just like there's different insurances for antique cars, right, that don't get driven all the time.
Ooh, how much would a Luger, how much would that cost?
I don't know.
Like a Walter P39 from Bond. Wow, that'd be so expensive.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know gun brands. I'm just thinking of there's like these people for cars who try to get hit on purpose to get the insurance payout. I'm
thinking people that are just trying to get shot on purpose for the
like 50 Cent or something, the rapper who was shot 8 times, 10 times. He might have gotten rich before he even got famous, just from getting shot that many times.
I never understood that. He should just got on the stand-up, but that's just me.
Well, I guess it would depend. Like, were all those shots from different shooters?
that would lower their insurance quite a bit. Like if it was just one, like, that's just one bullet from me. All right, I'm just throwing 100 on it.
But like, if you shoot someone once and then you shoot him again, does that double the amount that you have to pay as insurance?
I'm not an insurance adjuster. I feel like there would be a way to like mitigate that, and like basically it would just be adding another level of responsibility to owning a gun. You have to have a license to drive a car. You have to have some like basic skill set that you go through, right? And then you have to insure the car. It just makes logical sense to me. But yeah, it would cost money. That's the problem though, right? And then are you like making guns only for the elite, the wealthy?
And would all of this apply to like hunting guns that like never get used in shootings because they don't load very fast? It's like one shot rifle.
Yeah, like there should be different levels, right? Based on like how much the gun would be used or what its intended purpose would be for. If like a hunting rifle isn't getting used a lot, it can't reload quickly. Yeah, it's different than an AK-47, right? That rifle has potential to do high damage quickly. So
would there also be machete insurance?
Oh, for knives?
For like machetes specifically, because I don't, it might be my social media algorithm, but it seems to me in the past 15 years, like crazy people with machetes has gone up.
I think there's always been
Quite a
crazy
bit.
people with machetes. I just think in the last 15 years, there's been more video recordings on phones
Probably.
of people with machetes.
There was I don't know if it was a YouTuber, but one of those like prankster douchebags who was going around like, this is like a couple weeks ago. He was going around to homeless people. He was handing them machetes and Fireball alcohol. Like
Oh,
the
Jesus.
machete was like in a like store-bought like cardboard thing still, but he was just handing them out. Hey, you might need protection. You're living on the street. And then he'd just go to the next guy, and just to be a douchebag on video, he was handing homeless people real machetes.
Well, here's the thing, that real machete is a pretty good tool to have, like, yeah, for protection. But there's a lot you can do with machete, like clear a place to sleep in the woods, in a high brush area so the cops won't find you.
Go in the jungle of might be useful in Hawaiian jungle, Florida, swamp, machetes.
I mean,
whack your way through the swamp. Probably not useful anywhere else in the States.
I don't know. You probably at least like trade the machete for like food or drugs on the street. You
think. Seem oddly pro homeless machete.
I am pro
given that you're
machete.
anti-gun. Maybe if people had machetes, they wouldn't want guns.
You need a little more finesse with a machete than a gat.
I don't know. Can you? I don't know. Can you like lop a head off with a machete? Is like one shot with a machete, one swing gonna like kill a person, or does it take a couple or a straight on thrust? Like how does the machete? I don't know. I guess it's not really relevant to the idea, but
I think you got to get pretty close. You got to like slice and dice in the right places, and it probably depends on how sharp said machete is, But I think you'd have to get a couple thrusts in there anyways. I don't think it's like you can't just slice somebody's head off like it's a sword or something.
Yeah, I'm not pro homeless machete, but yeah, maybe it's not quite as deadly as it seems. It's definitely scary to see a video of a crazy person lunging at somebody with a machete.
Yeah, I don't know. No matter the age, if I see someone with a machete, I'm probably running. Like if I saw a grandma, I'd probably be 3 times as scared because she must have the confidence to come at me with a machete.
But in that case, you might be able to just jog, like depending on how spry the grandma is.
I mean, I still think Betty White could probably take me, but she's passed. But
if she had a machete,
exactly. Think about it.
I don't know. I feel like the homeless, like most of the day is taken up with problems. I don't think they're going to have a time to go out and attack people with machetes unless it's like for food or money. And then I'm kind of like, eh.
I feel like if you gave a grandma a machete, she'd just make like a big like witch's pot of stew, and she'd just like stir it with machete. Like she wouldn't even use it as she'd find some grandmotherly use for the machete.
Well, that's the thing. The machete is like a very handy tool, like I said before.
I guess you're winning me over with that.
Like if you're like, think about it, because it's like such a survivalist tool. Think about it. Like when they go on like, alone or naked and afraid, all those things, like you can bring like one thing. People bring machetes, right? You'd start fires with it. You can use it to build a fort with sticks. I don't know. I'm pro homeless people. It's a survival tool. Those people are out there surviving. If they're not surviving, I don't know who is.
I love that you mentioned that TV show Naked and Afraid. I used to watch that show. I would call it 2 a.m. in the morning with McChicken and a blunt.
I would be afraid to be naked swinging a machete. I guess the likelihood of lopping it off is probably low, and I don't know how much help jeans would be anyway, but just like it just seems scary to me. We were so far off topic. Anything to add to the gun insurance, additional gun testing? Are you running for office?
I just think it should be just very similar to like getting a driver's license and driving a car.
Should you have a sticker on your driver's license with like a gun on it? so that everybody knows you have a gun.
I mean, if you're that guy, yeah.
I guess that's not a threat, like a banknote saying I'm gonna rob you. Like a
No,
little
I mean,
gun
people already
symbol
have
on
their
it.
own sticker, right? Where they have like the Michigan holding the mitten, holding
Oh.
the gun, or everybody has their pro gun or anti gun or whatever bumper stickers. So I don't think that would really matter. Just think you should be licensed.
Are you allowed to carry in Michigan, like public carry?
Yeah, I think so. It's open carry law.
Huh. Didn't know that.
One time when I was at Red Lobster, when I worked there, some guy called up because he had concealed weapons. He had like a license to carry, and he couldn't find his gun anywhere. He was worried that it fell out in a booth. So like we are looking everywhere in the restaurant, freaking out, thinking that there's just like a gun loose somewhere, crawling under booze, looking in the bathrooms. He calls back like 10 minutes later and tells us it's okay. It was on top of his car, dude.
You think he drove with it on top of the car?
Yeah, he did drive with it on top of his car. That's exactly what freaking happened.
And it didn't fall off?
No.
Man,
that's funny.
That Red Lobster must have been real good.
It's funny, but that guy has a concealed weapons permit. You know what I mean? Like, better testing and insurance.
You didn't report him? I guess I don't know what you would say to the cop.
Yeah, who do you report? How do you report him? Report him to whom?
Yeah. He's never going to eat at Red Lobster anymore.
I don't know. He probably would. I didn't know him. I'm glad there wasn't a gun just laying on the floor in the restaurant, because that would have been bad.
Yeah, what would be more useful in a Red Lobster is machete.
Yeah.
Just one shot the lobster.
Yeah, and you could you butter your Cheddar Bay biscuits with it.
Oh, those are so good.
Well, we can wrap it up. Any shows or podcasts or social medias or anything you guys want to?
Yeah.
Promote?
Friday, December 12th, I'll be at the Azo Lounge on Portage Road in Portage, Michigan.
I have a podcast called The Gregs of Society. I talk about really stupid stuff. And
So exactly like this.
No, I mean,
without inventions.
I make fun of like anime and like movies and TV shows. My wife and I, we just started our Star Trek versus Star Wars analysis. So strap in for that one. And then on Sundays, every first and third Sunday in Ypsilanti, we have a open mic called the Unclub.
I have a show on Saturday, December 20th called How the Grinch Smoked Christmas. It's a 420 friendly comedy show at the Fillmore in Grand Rapids. I have a Twitch channel called Gaming McFitness where I build video game controllers into fitness machines, and then I stream me playing video games on Twitch, like while I'm exercising.
Nice.
This has been a production of Planet Amp Podcast, powered by Pinecast.